What's up, FishTankTV.com? This is Keith. Do a quick update on my 20 gallon. Just cleaned it and took the long piece of driftwood out, and really not that much going on. Other than that, fish looking good. Kinda made this up a little bit more tunnely for them. Got this little area, moved this rock out so they could actually kind of swim around. There's all kinds of little nooks and crannies down here, so I think they're liking that. And hopefully kind of been feeding them up a little bit more protein in their diet, and hopefully they'll breed soon. But that's what's going on in here. Not a whole lot special, just a bunch of crappy looking anubias and some cool fish. Moving on, gonna go to this one first. That's my shell dweller tank, 10 gallons, Lamprolongi brevis. Got 4 of them in there, and they like to do their thing. I'm actually added some sand back to it today as I clean it. The bits of the sand get siphoned out, and over time it kind of drops the sand bed down, so I have a supply of sand outside, so I went ahead and stocked the tank back up. There's my big male. He just bolted. But anyway, I ripped all the Java moss out from in this little crevices in the background. I think that was on my last update, but it's just a pain in the ass. Still a little bit of Java moss on this log, but you know, I just ripped a bunch of that off today too. Moving along, got this set up the other day. Had a cheap little small heater and a bubbler, so I bought a sponge filter and a little 5 gallon tank, and what this is a quarantine tank. So I went ahead and bought 5 new neons, and I got them sitting in here. Got a little bit of Rotala floating in there that I had clipped. Did a trimming on my dirt tank. But these guys are going to sit in here at least 2 weeks, and if they exhibit no signs of sickness, I'll consider throwing them into the mix over here. But for now, they just get to kind of get a little peek of their home through the window right there. And it's looking lovely, as you can see. Really stoked on my dirt tank. It's kind of filling in nicely. There's my neons there. Everything in here is grown pretty much by leaps and bounds. The Rotala especially, I trimmed off. Like all these ones right here are actually the tops from all the ones right here, and they were growing all the way up and then folded over, and then they're actually starting to touch the front of the tank here from the back. So I went ahead and cut them, stuck them in there in front to kind of fill it out a little bit, and there's already, you can see this stuff that was already growing back there when I cut it. That's the whole area right there where it was cut, and there was already all kinds of little things behind it. This Rotala is crazy. If you want a good plant that's going to grow super quick, I'd recommend, I don't even know what variety this is, but all this stuff when I planted it, and it's been about 3 weeks, this stuff was all underneath here, like underneath these anubias leaves, and it's already filled in this whole side. And actually what it's doing is kind of drowning out my Vesuvius sword, so I may actually rip some of this out and kind of open it up. The Vesuvius sword is just shooting off crazy runners. There's one right there. It's got a little tip. And then this runner in here, you can probably see it better from the inside. But it's, let's see if I can zoom. It's kind of just like a chain of them. There's actually 4 little mini Vesuvius swords. Just kind of sends out a runner, shoots up another one, sends out a runner, shoots up another one. So that's continuing, which is kind of cool. So can't wait to see what happens there. As far as the parva, the crypt parva that I put in for the ground cover, it's doing okay. It's kind of starting to melt like all the, you know, most of the crypts do, I guess. Not all of it, but you know, a good deal of it. But there's still, I don't know, let's see if I can find it. There's some new little leaves popping up. There's one right there. So it looks like it's kind of getting established. Really can't wait to see it when this whole thing's just covered up with green. I think The way to get that is probably if I end up purchasing some CO2, which is what I want to do. I think that stuff will fill in quite a bit. The red tiger lotus, that thing just got hurt, damaged. Had a couple good, nice little beginnings of some taller shoots, and they just actually just died. I don't know if red tiger lotus melts or what it does, but you know, let me know about that, any of you guys out there that have red tiger lotus, because it kind of seems like it's just been a pain in the ass, and it was a kind of expensive plant. I think it was like 12 bucks. The Crypt Valenciae is coming back. A lot of it melted off. Had those super big long ones that were kind of, you know, curving around the top. Those died, they melted. But you know, this one's already up and touching the surface, so everything seems to be growing like gangbusters. Especially the Rotala and the Valenciae. Even the Repens. I kind of looked at some old pictures of the video, and this log has like a little crook in it right here. See, there's a little turn. And this was at this level when I planted it. It was at the bottom of that little hunch right there. So this is actually grown a good deal. The Ludwigia palustrius has grown not quite as much as I would have liked, but it is growing pretty well. This is the view I really like. Just kind of looking down from the top of the tank, you can kind of see the reflection from the light. Kind of sucks, but anyway, that's growing good, but this Rotala is growing ridiculous. Java fern shooting up some new little runners, and I did notice it looks like actually, also my mono shrimp lost 4, maybe 5 of those things. Here, wait. Yeah, as best I can see, there's 5 left. I don't even know where the other 5 went. There may be 6, I'm not sure. They're just dying, and they're so small and fragile. But this is kind of cool. They're like actually, there's 3 of them. They've been up here on this rock. I'll call it grazing. Let's get a little close up of that. They're such a trip. They just pick around and do their thing. But definitely going to pick up some more shrimp. These guys are cool. But what I was going to show you, and it may be hard to see, but there's actually a little sprout of the Rotala, and you can barely see it. Right there, there's a tiny little, there's my finger, coming up right there. That's Rotala. It actually rooted into the little mat that the Java moss came on. And so there may be some growing out of there. That'd be kind of cool. Anyway, that's what's up. FishTankTV.com. Thanks for doing your thing. Really enjoy being a part of that. And you guys let me know what you think about my tank here. So I think it's starting to come together. 3 weeks in. Definitely can't wait until it really reaches its full potential. But that's what it's doing right now, and I'm looking to get these neons in there, and from there, I don't know, maybe Cory Cats and a pair of Epistos or something like that. So let me know what you guys think. Rate, comment, subscribe. Thanks to all the new subscribers. I'm up to almost 100 now, so tell a friend. Let's get me up into the $100 club here. All right, peace.